I stood in the hallway, phone trembling in my hand, listening to Mom's laughter echo down the corridor. "She's just a nobody, darling. Don't bother with her." I smiled faintly, pretending her words didn't sting, though every syllable landed like a knife. It had been a year since I moved back home after the divorce. Quiet, careful, keeping my life stitched together. I'd thought the worst of betrayal was over, until my own family became my theater of humiliation. My brother, the golden boy, the one Mom adored, had brought someone new, someone polished, someone acceptable. And I was invisible. I remember the first time I met her. Bright smile, soft hands, the kind of charm that felt effortless. I trusted her then. I wanted to like her. She seemed like a friend at first, sharing laughs over tea, subtle confidences. I never suspected the cracks beneath that perfection. It started small, offhand comments, shared glances, whispers I thought were nothing. Then came the texts. Accidental? I doubted it. Conversations between her and my brother, words I wasn't meant to read, carefully curated to exclude me, mocking my choices, my divorce, even my job. My stomach twisted, my heart stung, but I stayed calm. They didn't know I'd noticed. Not yet. One evening, I found it, hidden among her social posts. A name, my name, followed by searches, screenshots, and commentary. My life dissected like a project, mocked behind polite smiles. My fury was silent, controlled. I didn't lash out. I planned. I remembered every slight, every sneer, every dismissive word Mom had thrown at me. I started quietly, deliberately. I cleaned up my digital footprint, polished my career profile, leveraged connections I'd nurtured in silence. Slowly, meticulously, I built a reputation they couldn't ignore. Invitations to panels, recognitions in my field, articles highlighting my work, all organic, subtle, impossible to pin on someone else. Then came the social cue I needed. The fiancée, confident in her superiority, posted a story mentioning me. Mocking, insinuating, ignorant. I replied not with fury, but with subtle proof of my accomplishments, links, publications, awards. She laughed at first. By the next day, the laughter was gone. My name had gone from joke to headline. The day it all broke, the day my brother's fiancée Googled me, was ordinary. Coffee in hand, waiting at the table, she scrolled through her phone, lips tightening. Her face paled, eyes widening with recognition of a life she had underestimated. The arrogance, the casual cruelty, all shattered in the quiet realization that she had underestimated me completely. Mom was the hardest to face. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse. I let her witness, like a silent spectator, the shift. Invitations she hadn't expected came in. Accolades she hadn't anticipated arrived. Suddenly, the nobody she'd mocked was someone everyone wanted to acknowledge. Her laughter turned hesitant, strained, a reflection of her own misjudgment. I watched the fiancé crumble. Not in public, not with spectacle, just in the subtle, cutting ways a well-timed revelation can dismantle confidence. Social connections she'd relied on began questioning her judgment. My brother started noticing things too. The cold, calculated charm, the hollow praise, the way she'd minimized me. It was all unraveling, stitch by stitch, and I had sewn each thread. I never confronted them directly. Revenge, I realized, wasn't about drama. It was about quiet, undeniable truth. By the time I walked into the family dinner that followed, the room had shifted. Eyes followed me differently. Respect replaced dismissal. And for the first time in years, I felt lighter, unburdened by the echoes of their laughter. I sat, calm, composed, sipping my wine. Mom looked at me, the corners of her mouth tight, as if tasting the irony she had ignored. My brother's fiancé avoided my gaze entirely, scrolling through her phone, probably replaying the moment she'd discovered she'd lost the game she thought she'd won. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. The proof was there, self-evident, unassailable. They had judged me by their standards, mocked me, tried to erase me, and I had quietly rewritten the narrative. I am not a nobody. I never was. And sometimes silence, strategy, and timing are the most satisfying revenge of all.